Whispers of Hollow Hill. In a small forgotten town nestled between dense woods and rolling hills, there was a place known only as Hollow Hill. The locals avoided it, whispering tales of its haunted past. They spoke of an old mansion that loomed at the top, abandoned for decades, where strange noises echoed in the dead of night. Curiosity got the better of Sarah, a young filmmaker eager to explore the supernatural. Armed with her camera and a few essentials, she decided to spend a night in the mansion, hoping to capture evidence of the paranormal. As she climbed the overgrown path, the sun dipped below the horizon, casting eerie shadows across the landscape. The mansion, with its crumbling facade and broken windows, stood like a sentinel against the darkening sky. An unsettling chill ran down her spine, but Sarah pressed on, determined to document her experience. Inside, the air was thick with dust and memories. The furniture was draped in white sheets, like ghostly figures waiting for their owners to return. As she set up her camera in the grand living room, she felt an inexplicable presence, as if unseen eyes were watching her every move. Night fell and Sarah began her investigation. She roamed the halls, the beam of her flashlight flickering as she captured footage of the dilapidated rooms. Suddenly she heard it, a soft whisper like a breeze brushing against her ear. It was unintelligible yet filled with sorrow. "Hello?" she called out, her voice echoing in the silence. The only response was the creaking of the old house settling, or perhaps something more. The whispers grew louder, swirling around her like a mournful melody. Sarah's heart raced, but she pressed on, capturing every moment. As she ventured deeper into the mansion, she stumbled upon a door slightly ajar. Pushing it open, she found a dusty study, walls lined with books that seemed to be untouched by time. On the desk lay a photograph of a family, smiling in happier times. But something felt wrong. The eyes of the family seemed to follow her, their expressions shifting from joy to sorrow. Suddenly, the whispers turned frantic, and Sarah felt a rush of cold air. The door slammed shut behind her, plunging her into darkness. Panic set in as she struggled to open it, but it wouldn't budge. The temperature dropped, and she could see her breath in the freezing air. "Get out!" a voice shrieked, echoing through the room. It was a desperate plea filled with anguish. Sarah's instincts screamed at her to flee. She turned her camera off and frantically searched for another way out. In her frantic search, she noticed a small window. She rushed to it, pushing against the frame until it finally creaked open. Just as she was about to escape, she glanced back at the room. There in the dim light, she saw shadows materializing figures of the family from the photograph, their faces twisted in despair. "Help us!" they wailed, their voices mingling with the whispers. "We can't leave this place!" Sarah's heart sank, realizing she was not just a witness, but a potential victim of the mansion's tragic history. She squeezed through the window, scraping her arms as she fell to the ground outside. Adrenaline coursed through her as she sprinted down the path, not daring to look back. The mansion loomed ominously behind her, its windows now dark and lifeless. As she reached the edge of the woods, the whispers faded into the night, but the chilling cries of the family echoed in her mind. Back in town, Sarah shared her footage, but no one wanted to hear her story. They had always known the mansion was cursed, a place where lost souls roamed, waiting for someone to listen. And while she had escaped, she couldn't shake the feeling that the mansion still held her in its grasp, whispering her name in the shadows. To this day, Hollow Hill remains, a warning to those who dare to disturb the restless spirits within.